Okay guys, we are live. So hello everyone, and in this video we are gonna make a parallax website. So you can see that this is a parallax scrolling website. So once you scroll this, you can see that the elements are actually moving. Okay, so this is what we call parallax. And today we are gonna cover a very short part because obviously a very small amount would take a lot time to build. So you can apply the same logic, building your own parts, building your elements, and I'll explain you how you can actually build these elements from scratch. And basically I used Canva for that. You can use other tools like Adobe Express or Canva. You can go to their websites, you can download these elements. I'll explain everything. Right now you can see that they are movable. Okay, so how are these actually moving? So first of all, let me tell you the basics of these. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, these three things will be used. Second thing is, as you can see here we have the moon and then we have some mountains. So you can see that they are moving once you scroll. How is this happening? This is happening because of JavaScript. So we're gonna write this logic inside our JavaScript. Now one more thing is, how are these elements placed? Okay, so for that let me just first of all show you how do we have exactly gotten the elements. So you can see we have a transparent background image of moon. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I exactly got it. I'll provide you the elements also. The complete source code will also be provided. So you can see this is the image, right? So you can see that there is no background and just the element. Okay, so this is for the moon, and then we have the mountain one. You can see this is the first mountain, this is the second mountain, this is the third mountain. Okay, so the quality of this image is not that great because I used a free background remover tool. But yeah, you can choose a paid one, but if you choose a free background remover tool, which usually people do, so they might get some borders, okay, like this. Okay, so yeah, but this works for us. It's not a very big issue. So you can see that here we have some image, and also we have a stars background, and I wasn't able to remove background image for this one. You can see it still has a black background since there are a lot of dots here, so that's why the background remover couldn't remove the things like these. So anyways, it would work for us. So you can choose a different image also. You can choose a different image like some galaxy image. Let me just show you how you can do that. So I'll just choose some different image this time. Okay, once we are building this, I'll choose some different image. Okay, so overall we have these elements and we have to place these elements together, and these elements would be moving apart once you are scrolling. Okay, so that's actually known as the parallax effect, right? So it's not a very difficult thing to make, but yeah, it's not a very easy thing to make. So you today we are just gonna build one section, that is the moon and the mountains, which are moving together on scroll. Okay, so let's build that, and you can apply the same logic later on. Once you build this, you can build this differently. Okay, different parallaxes in a single page, right? So here what you're gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna create a fresh folder. I'll just create a fresh folder and I'm just gonna name it as parallax, and I'll just make it live. Okay, so that's how I'll know that this is a live session. Okay, so Parallax live, and here we're gonna write everything. So first of all, let me just show you from where have I got the elements. Okay, so for that, what you can do is you can simply visit Canva. You can go to any other editing tool also, but I have a habit of using Canva, so I use this. So here you can see, first of all, I just created a sample design. So I'm gonna create a very small part of this, but you can see I just created a sample design which might look something like this. So it looks cool, right? So you can build a similar one in Canva using different elements. You can use Canva and you'll learn Canva. It's very easy. It's just drag and drop and you'll know. Okay, I'll also provide the access of this design, so I'll just share this in my GitHub profile also. I'll upload the code to GitHub, and there I'll share this template UI. You can just check that, and then you can also check one more thing, that is how have I downloaded the elements. So you can see these are my elements. Okay, so in a separate presentation I've just picked the elements. So you can see this is the moon, this is the stars, and this is the mountain 1, this is the mountain 2, and this is the mountain 3. Similarly, I have just pasted some more elements. Even if you wanna increase this, so you can definitely go for it. You can see that we have some more elements. Okay, but yeah, it would be difficult to remove background for the next one, so you can check out different background tools, remover tools, and you can suggest me also for background removal tools. Okay, Right. So now what you're gonna do is, first of all, suppose you have this image, right? You have this image. What you can do is, I'll provide the access of this. I'll provide the images also. So if you wanna create your own element, suppose instead of this you have sun or something else. First you will download this. Okay. First you will download this. So let me just download this for you. So just go to share, download, and PNG. And here you can just select the first image first. Okay, so I'll just click on this and download. Okay, so first you download this, so you can see your image would be downloaded. Now what you'll do is, you can go to any background remover website. For example, I can just type BG remover. So there are many background remover websites which remove the background for free. So I can just go for Adobe. There's the good tool Adobe Express. So I would just go here and I would just click on upload your photo. Okay, so upload your photo, and here I just have to upload my photo. Okay, so just give me a minute. Right. So here guys, you can see this is the image we just now downloaded. So I would just click on open, and you can see this is the image which has opened, and you can see now the background has been removed. So first of all, you just need to download this, and you can see that now the image with transparent background would be downloaded. You can see this is downloaded. Okay, so that's what we want to do with all of our elements. Just make sure that you put the element in the initial position. Suppose I wanted the initial position to be center of this page. This is the initial position before scrolling. So I would place the element like this into my blank screen, and then I download it. Okay, so you can see it's almost in center and looks like that. So I downloaded it that way. I won't download it like this. I would download it like this only. Okay, later on I'll just scroll it above. I'll shift it above using scroll. Okay, similarly you can download other elements also. The same process, you can just change the page number, and then you can download the element accordingly. Okay, and you have to remove background for each, right? So I hope you got this. So I'll also provide the complete images directly, but if you want to use your own images or your own creativity, you can definitely do that. Right, so once you have done that, you have to just combine them all together. You can see you have to combine them all together, and you can actually pick some good star image also, so galaxy image also. What I'm gonna do is I'll just pick some other image. Okay, so let me just pick some other image. I'll just search here galaxy. Okay, that would be great. Galaxy. Here you would go get a lot of images. You can see we have a lot of images, and what I would do is I would just pick some good one. Okay, yeah, they are really great. Like you can pick your own, or you can create your own also. So I think I would go with this one. Okay, this one looks fine for me. Or you can choose something else like this. You can choose this one also if you want. Okay, let me just go with this one. It looks cool. It looks cool. So I would just go with this one. Hopefully the quality won't be that bad for this. You can check the quality later on, but I think this looks cool. Okay, so I'll just download this one. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so this is the third image, and then I'll just download this. Download. Okay, so it would be downloaded now. Right, so guys, now the images are downloaded. What you're gonna do is, all the images are available in my downloads folder. So what I'm gonna do is, at the end, your complete images must be available here. So in my project folder, I'll just paste everything, right? So what I'll do is, I'll just copy the images which I already have, so that time is saved. Okay, and yeah, this one, right? So I would just copy this, and I would come back, and I would just go to Parallax Live, and I would just paste it. And just now we downloaded one more image. I would just copy this and come here, like into our project, and I would just paste it. Okay, so here I'm just gonna delete this, and let's name this as stars. Okay, so don't worry guys, I'll provide everything, all the images also. And one more thing, I'll just create a txt file where I'll save all my template URLs, Canva template URL, so that you'll get the Canva template also. So let me just copy that for you. So you can see this is my Canva template. So I'll just copy this. Actually, I'll go to share, and anyone with the link can edit copy. Okay, so yes. Okay, let me just open this with VS Code. Okay, I hope everyone has got VS Code. Okay, so what I'll do is, I'll just open this with VS Code. And here itself, guys, I'll just paste the link, the first link, and the second link was actually, yeah, this one. So again, I'll just click on share and only to anyone can edit and copy link, and I would just paste it here. Okay, so I've pasted both the URLs and I'll share this later on I'll provide the GitHub source code there. From there you can copy it. Okay, so now let's come back, and here guys I'm simply gonna type index.html. Okay, now similarly I'm gonna type style.css. Now similarly I'm gonna type script.js. Okay, so script.js, right? So here guys, let's start with the HTML part. So I'll just type this sign, and this is my basic HTML. Okay, so let me just check if it's working. So h1 parallax website. Okay, parallax website, and let me just right click and open with live server. How do you get this? So for that, what you have to do is you have to simply go to extensions. In the extensions you have to just search for live server. Okay, live server, just search for live server. You can just install this, and after that guys, just right click and open with live server. We have this, right? So you can see we have this. Okay, we have this. That means website is working properly. Now what you have to do is you have to just pass your elements and just show it in your page. Okay, so we're gonna do that now. So first of all, let's make a good navigation bar. Okay, so I'm gonna comment this out, and I'm gonna make a good navigation bar. So I'll just say we have a header. Okay, we have a header. Now inside this you can just show your logo also. So let me just say, suppose we have a logo here. So you can actually show your logo here. Right now I'm just showing it as a h2 tag, but you can show it as a logo. So I'll just give it a class as logo. Okay, so whatever you want to show, you want to show an image, you can show the image here. Okay, so we have the logo. Now similarly we have the nav tag, and again it has a class of navigation. Okay, then we have an a tag, it's showing me home. Okay, and the href equals hash. Okay, so this is home page. Similarly you're gonna have about page. Similarly you're gonna have the contact page, services page. Okay, so these are the 4 pages, and initially when you load the website you are at the home page. So I'll just make this class as active, class for home page as active, right? So we have this navigation bar. Now similarly guys, we're gonna have one parallax which would contain our images and things like that. So let me just create that. So but first of all let's complete the navigation bar. Okay, so I'll just go to link tag and href, and I would just say in the same folder we have style.css and its style sheet and type text slash css. Okay, so right now how our navigation bar looks, you can see it looks like this. So we have to fix that. So we're gonna come back here in style.css. I'm simply gonna say first of all my whole common styles. I'm gonna give the common style. So just asterisk, that is common styles. I'll just say margin as 0. That means I don't want any default margin. So you can see any default margin now it's gone. Okay, so we don't have the margin. Similarly we don't have any default padding. Okay, we don't have any default padding. And similarly we are gonna say box sizing as border box. So box sizing as border box, that means if the width would be the maximum width, apart from that padding won't be taken as the extra width. That's what we call box sizing. Okay, then we have font family. So I'm gonna give this font family. Okay, so you can see that, yeah, right now it looks like this. So first of all I'm gonna say my body would be having 100 vh height. Okay, so I'll just say body, and background color, let's make it white. Okay, so white, and then I'll just say minimum height would be 100 vh. That means at least 100 vh height would be given to this website. Okay, then I would just say overflow in x direction. Okay, in x direction, that means in this direction would be hidden. Okay, that's what I have said here. That's it. So right now you can see it looks like this. And now we are gonna design the header. That is, inside the header we have the navbar, right? So I'll just say header, and it would be in extreme top, so position absolute, and from top 0, from left 0, and width would be 100%, and some padding. So I would just say padding would be around 30 pixels, 100 pixels. Okay, now inside this I would just say display flex, justify content, space between, align item center, and z index as 1000. So right now you can see that it looks like this, space between, okay, and looks like this. Okay, so now we have it, and now we're gonna say that our logo, that is the h2 tag, okay, will be styled. So first of all, I'm gonna say that the font size of this is 2M, okay, 2M. And one more thing is, I would just say color is white. Okay, right now you won't see the logo now because I made the color text as white. That's it. And now after this, I would just say that we have the navigation class. Okay, so we have the navigation class. We had the two classes, right? H2 tag and navigation class inside the header tag. So we're gonna say that navigation class, and you can see I'm talking about this section. Okay, so inside the navigation we have the A tag, so I'm gonna talk about those. So A tag inside navigation. So here I would just say, first of all, the text decoration would be none. Okay, so here you might see that the text decoration is now gone. Okay, so now the text decoration is gone. And one more thing is color. I would just make the color as white, and I would just give some padding. So padding around 6 pixel, and left right would be 15 pixel. Then I would just say that border radius, if there is some border, the border radius would be 20 pixel. Initially we won't give any border radius, we would give the border radius when the navigation A tag is active. Okay, we'll see that, but right now just made the border radius, you won't see the border anyways. And here I would just say that the margin is 0 and 10 pixel. Okay, and then I would just say that font size, font weight is 600. Okay, so right now you won't see any elements because I made the color as white. So we're gonna fix that by giving the background. Okay, but I would just say that suppose if someone hovers on this, okay, suppose if someone hovers on this, so I would just say that if someone hover on this, or uh, navigation A is active, okay, that means we are talking about the active class which we gave to the A tag. So active. Okay, here you can simply say that first of all the background color is white, okay, and the text color would become some black color, or the color which I have picked. So I would just pick some, I would just create a variable here. So I would just say root, okay, and I would just say that suppose I have a primary color. This is suppose my primary color, okay, so hashtag and the color code, we are gonna use this, okay, so we'll just say where primary, okay, so this is suppose my text color. Okay, so right now you can see it looks like this, whatever is active would look like this. Okay, but still you can't see it because we don't have any image right now. Okay, so we're gonna show the images here. So we just say we have a section, okay, a section tag. Inside this we're gonna show our parallax images. So here itself we're gonna say that let's give it a class of parallax. Okay, so I'll just give it a class of parallax. Okay, parallax. And inside this we're gonna show our images. What images? So first of all you can see we have the stars. Okay, we have the stars, so you can see we are gonna show this. Okay, I think the quality is not that good, but anyways it would work for us. So we are going to come here, and I would just say img and src, and we're gonna say that show me the stars image. Whatever you want to show in the extreme behind, you have to write that first. That means the stars image would be in extreme behind, right? Above that we have the moon, above that we have the mountains. Okay, so first of all you're gonna write stars. Okay, so you can see that yeah, we have the stars image and looks fine, it looks fine, right? So from here we are gonna show our different sections. Okay, so similarly you're gonna show your moon image. Okay, so we'll just say we have img moon image, and then we have mount one. So it's actually mount1.png. Okay, mount1.png. Similarly we're gonna have mount2.png. Similarly we're gonna have mount3.png. That means this is mount 1, this is mount 2, this is mount 3. Okay, so we have all of them. So right now you won't be able to see this. Why? Because they are actually in x direction, that means out of the screen, and x is hidden. Okay, so we have to show them by just making this display as absolute. Okay, so we'll do that now. जय कुमार, hello bro, sir, Hindi में. Actually, some people are not able to understand Hindi. That's why we are continuing with English. Okay, right. So till now it's done. So first, let me just give them some IDs so that we can target them. Okay, so I'll just give this an ID. So I would just say that ID of this is stars stars, and the ID of this is moon. ID of this is moon, and the ID of this is mountain. MOU actually mount1 mount one. Okay, and similarly you're gonna have id equals mount 2. Okay, so mount 2. Okay, similarly you're gonna have mount 3, id equals mount 3. Okay, that's it. So we have these ids and we have these images. Now we have to show these images into our page. And one more thing, here we're gonna show one text also, that is whatever text you want to show at the top, you can show that. So you can write your name or whatever you want. So I'll just write parallax website. Okay, parallax website, and let me just give this an id of text. Okay, so text over my parallax, that's it. Now one more thing is I'm going to create one more section for final section for just uh, showing my p tag and h tag. Okay, that means heading and a paragraph just to just show some other content. Okay, so we're gonna say that first of all we have this h2 tag. Okay, parallax website, and then we have a p tag which would contain some paragraph. Okay, so I would just say that it has a paragraph lorem, suppose lorem 50, that what we find. So you can see it has a paragraph of 50 words and some heading. Okay, so you can see finally it would look like this, it would look like this. Okay, so you can see, yeah, now elements are actually like this. So you can see elements are actually like this, one below the other, and at the end you have this. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to align them in the same page. First of all, the all items of this parallax, so let's do this. So in the styles.css, we're gonna say we have the parallax, right? So we'll just say dot parallax class. Okay, parallax class, and here I would just say that position is relative. Okay, position is relative, and all the elements would be just starting from the 0th position. Okay, we'll see that. So first of all, I'll just make the display as flex. I want everything in center, so justify content center, align item center, and the height of this can go up to 100 vh. Okay, and the overflow would be hidden, so there would be no overflow in any direction. Okay, so overflow would be hidden, so you can see now the overflow is gone and you just have this, and you just got the images, right? So we have these. So now what we're gonna do is, let me first check my images. Yes, my images are fine. So we'll come back here in the styles.css. We're gonna say my images are going to be shown one below the other, one below the other, one behind the other. Okay, so for that what we're gonna do is, I'll just say that the img tag would be styled inside parallax. Okay, so inside parallax we have the img tags. Okay, 3 4 img tags, all of them would be targeted. So I'll just say position as absolute. Okay, each img tag would be having absolute position. From top 0, from left it would be 0, and the width would be 100%, and that's it. Okay, so you can now see that the image are aligned like this. Okay, images aligned like this. So you can change the image if you want. If you want to make the normal image, I think the quality is not that great, so I'll just change this image to my normal image. Okay, so I'll just change this image to something else. Yes, so I've changed with this image. So now the quality is better this time, but yeah, you can pick your own image whenever you want. So the main goal is to now to move the elements. Okay, now to move the elements, for that we are gonna use JavaScript. Okay, so we'll do that, but first let's complete the styling for this one. Okay, so guys, here we'll say that we have a text also. So inside the parallax we have the text. So hashtag text, and here I can say that the position is absolute. Okay, again the text would be absolute, that means I want the text to be in center. Okay, so I'll just say that the font size would be 5 rem. Okay, 5, it's actually m. Okay, now I have given the font size. I won't give the color, I would just give the border to the text. So I would just make the color as transparent. Okay, color as transparent, and here I would just write WebKit text stroke. Okay, text stroke, and here we have to pick some color. So first of all you have to pick a border, so I would just say suppose 2 pixel, and here I have to pick the color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paste the color here as secondary. So secondary, and here I would just write the secondary color. Okay, so this is the secondary color code, and we are going to use this as a variable. So let's come back, and here I would just type where secondary, that's it. So let's see. So you can see that's how this looks. So you can see it's a border. Okay, it's a border, and you can see that's how it actually looks. So you can decrease the width or increase the width as per your demand, 2px, 3px, whatever you want. Right? So we have this. Now after this, what we're gonna say is we are gonna say that we have the images done. We have the images done. You can see images are done, and everything is done. But we have the section. Okay, we have this section. So we're gonna style this also. So we'll just say that first of all, the section sec would be having default position as relative, and it also has a background color. So let me just define the third color. Actually, I'm gonna say, use the same color as my background, so I'll just copy this. Okay, by mistaken I changed the color. Okay, so let me just fix this. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this color as a background color for this. Okay, so I'll just say background color as something. Okay, I'll just say where primary. Okay, so you can now see that, yeah, this is the background has changed. Okay, now what you're gonna say, the padding here is default 100 px, so I'll just give them some padding so you can see it looks like this. Okay, now after this I'll just say that the h2 tag would be having some white color, so section h2 would be having the color as white. Actually both of them would be having white color only, so white color, and then font size as 3m, and then the margin bottom as maybe like 10 pixels. Okay, so you can see that the h2 tag is here. Similarly, we're gonna style the p tag, so just copy this, so just paste this, and here we are gonna write the p tag. So I'll just make it 1m. Okay, and what else? So I'll just make the font weight as 300. That's it. So you can see that, yeah, we have designed this. Now we have to move our elements according to our scroll. Okay, we have to move our elements according to our scroll. This is a very important part. So for this we need to target these elements into our JavaScript. So how are we gonna do that? First of all, we are gonna load our JavaScript here. So we would simply say use script.js. So I'm simply gonna use script.js. So script tag and src equals dot slash, in the same folder look for script.js file. Okay, so inside this we're gonna write our JavaScript by targeting these IDs. Okay, Soul Gang Esports, hi. Okay, so till now we have covered the basic elements. Now we are going to apply logic to the movement. Okay, apply logic to the movement. So let's go to script.js. First of all, we need to target the elements like text, stars. You can see that what elements do we have. We have this text, so we have to target this text, we have to target this moon, we have to target these mountains, and then we can target the stars also. So these are the elements which we're going to target. You can add more elements, you can target them also. So I'll just say let text equals document dot get element by id. So id for the text, so that means I'm talking about this text. Okay, so we have targeted this. Now similarly we're gonna target our stars. Let's target the stars, that's it. And then we can target the moon also, so we can target the moon. Similarly we can target the mount ones, so let mount one, mount one, so we can target that. Similarly mount two, similarly mount three. Okay, so mount three. That's it. So we have targeted all our elements. You can see we have targeted all our elements and the text. That's it. So now we're gonna come here, and here we'll say that once you have targeted these, okay, so we have to move these elements according to the scroll. So how we can target that? We can simply write window dot add event listener, and when someone scrolls, then trigger this function. That's it. Then trigger this function. So we're gonna create the function here itself. That's it. Okay, so here we're gonna say person is scrolling. Okay, so I'll just say console.log scrolling. Okay, so let me just see if it works. So I'll just right click, inspect, and console. So you can see, yes, I am able to scroll. You can see I'm able to scroll, right? So once you are able to scroll, you can simply say you need to get the amount of scroll. Okay, you need to get the amount of scroll. So for that, we'll just say let scroll value. So here some calculations are just required. So first of all, if you want to get the amount of scroll in y direction, okay, in y direction from top to bottom. So we're gonna get this and let's try to print this. So console.log scroll value. Let's see how it works. So again, inspect and console. So you can see that, yeah, that's how it works. So you can see if you scroll above, it would again become 0 like this. Okay, it would work like this. Okay, so that's very easy. That's very easy to get the amount of scroll. And according to the scroll, you have to move the elements now. Okay, so now I'll just say we got the scroll value. Okay, we got the scroll value, and I'll just comment. And now here, guys, we need to first of all move the text. So I'll just say text dot margin, actually text dot style. Okay, text dot style dot margin top. Okay, so margin top, so we have to move the element above. Okay, so for that we can simply write margin top equals, now multiply the scroll value with some random value. Okay, so I'll just pick 2.5. That's deciding my speed, at what speed the element must move. Okay, that would be decided by this number 2.5 or whatever you want. So if it's in minus, the direction would be opposite. Okay, if it's in minus, the direction would be opposite. So let's see how it works. So now you can see that I am able to scroll this. You can see that I am able to scroll this. Okay, very easily. Okay, very easily. So yeah, that's how it actually works. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show this behind my, above my moon. Okay, I would just show this behind the mountains, so you can see, yes, now it looks fine. So you can see it goes behind the mountain, looks cool. Okay, so that's totally up to you. The alignment of the elements is totally up to you, whatever you want. So I just have explained with the simplest example here. Okay, so now let's come back and we have moved the text. Okay, similarly you're gonna change the width of the moon. Okay, so I'll just say moon dot style dot width equals, and here I would just say suppose the width of the moon would change, assuming that starting from 100, and then I would just say that scroll value would be divided by some number, and that amount I want to change in percent. Okay, so I'll just change that amount in percentage. Okay, that's it. So just some random values. Okay, just some random value. It's not totally important. So you can see that the size of moon is actually now changing. Okay, it's now changing like this, right? And what else you want is, if you want to rotate this, what you can do is, if you want to rotate the moon on scroll, what you can do is, let's see how it works. So I'll just say moon dot style dot transform equals, and here we want to rotate, right? So I would just say rotate, and then what amount you want to rotate. So you would just provide the scroll value. According to that degree you are going to rotate. So let's see. So you can see that moon is now actually rotating. Okay, so this is a very cool design. You can see moon is actually rotating. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do both of these operations together, so you can see now it's rotating as well as going above. Okay, looks cool, right? Similarly, we're gonna target the mountains also. So I'll just say my mount one dot style dot margin left. So I'm gonna move this mountain to left or right direction. Okay, so here itself margin left, and then if I write scroll value into -1 plus pixel. Okay, so how will it work? So here you can see that the mountain is actually moving in this direction. Okay, you can see that the mountain is actually moving. Okay, similarly you're gonna move the other mountain also. So I'll just copy this again, and let's talk about mountain 2, and I'm gonna move this in top or bottom direction, so margin top. And I would just say that it would be in +1, or maybe you want to change this, you can change the values, it would decide the speed. Okay, so you can see, yeah, that's how it moves. Okay, that's how it moves. It looks cool. Now similarly you're gonna move this other one into other direction if you want, or I would just copy this and paste it here, and this is actually mountain 3, and the scroll value is 1, that means opposite direction. Okay, so now let's see. So you can see, guys, now it's actually moving like this. Okay, now it's actually moving like this. So suppose later on, if you change the content, if you change the content of the website, suppose if you write more content here. Okay, so let's do this. So copy, paste, paste. Okay, suppose if you do that, so you can see that, yeah, it would be completely scrollable. Okay, so let me just do a few things for you. uh, we are gonna say that we have some paragraphs here. Okay, so I'll just copy this and I'll paste this here, I'll paste this here. Okay, some sections here, so you can see, yes, so you can see once you scroll this completely, you will be able to see the sections like this. Okay, so now I hope you understood how to actually make a parallax website like this. It's very easy to make, and you can see I'm able to do the movements very easily. Now you can use different elements, different images. Instead of this, you can use a sun also, you can use hills also, mountains also, whatever you want. By just using the same logic, you can move the elements, right? So now guys, I'm going to upload this source code to my GitHub profile, and the code is actually now completed. Okay, so let's do that. But after JS, which backend language should I go for other than PHP? You can always go for Node.js. I would always prefer Node.js. Even like I would prefer Node.js over PHP for beginners, because it was completely designed over JavaScript. So all your logic, all your code, all your syntax of JavaScript is same applicable on Node.js, and it's very easy to learn. Like I think it would take around 1 or 2 weeks if you have learned complete JavaScript to learn Node.js as a backend language. Okay. Say Tahir, help me to get from inter. Okay, you want internship. So like nowadays, what I would say is, especially this year, there is a less number of hiring. You might have heard the news. That's totally true. So you can patiently look for internships in LinkedIn. Okay, I would say that because I have searched for LinkedIn, like in other internships for React.js, Stack, and I have done some internships also previously. So you can easily find that on LinkedIn. But apart from that, you have to show some patience. Like honestly, some people might be thinking that, am I not that capable? Am I not getting the job? I'm not that capable. It's not because of that, because sometimes situations are not that great. So you can wait patiently and apply for internships using LinkedIn. And if you want to look for jobs, so we have Geeks4Geeks job portal. So you can go to Geeks4Geeks website, and there you have the job section. From there also you can look for openings. Okay, both ways. Right, so guys, now I'm gonna upload this source code to my GitHub profile. So let's go there, and I would just type github.com. Actually, I would write the complete profile name, github.com/VIRAJJ014. Okay, so that's my GitHub profile. That's my GitHub profile. You can check out my profile. All the complete source code from previous live sessions are also available here. So I'll just share this in the live chat, and also in the description I'll share it. Okay, so I've shared this in the live chat. So what you're gonna do is you can simply visit this. You can type this URL into your browser. So you can just type https://github.com/VIRAJJ014. Okay, so here in the repositories, I'll upload the source code now, and I would just click on new, and I would just write parallax underscore HTML CSS, and then we have JS. Okay, so guys, a lot of you were actually having queries also, like why are we just doing HTML, CSS, JavaScript, why we are not using React.js or Next.js frameworks. Okay, so in the upcoming videos we are going to use those. Okay, this is just for beginners so that they have a good understanding of how to integrate HTML, CSS, JavaScript together. Today you learned a lot about how CSS works with JavaScript. That means you manipulated the elements using JavaScript. Okay, you move the elements in different directions, and that's how you can create some dynamic animations. Okay, from CSS you can create static animation, but from JavaScript you can create dynamic animations. That is working on scroll or whatever you want. You have to create a bounce effect or whatever you want. You can use JavaScript for that. Okay, so easiest example is Parallax, which we did today. Okay, so I'll just upload this now. So create repo and copy this. I'll paste it. Yes. So now guys, I have uploaded the complete source code to my GitHub profile. What you can do is you can simply visit this repository. You can see that the source code is here. What you can do is simply visit the GitHub profile. I'll provide the link also in the description. Visit this profile. In the repositories, you would find Parallax HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So what you have to do is if you don't find this, you can simply search the name here. You would find this. Okay, you would find this repository. So you can simply go here and you can get the complete source code. So here I have provided the images also. And if you want to use my Canva template, which is this one or whatever I have provided, you can simply go to this txt file, and here I have provided the URLs. Okay, so you can use these templates for your own purpose, or you can download the elements, take reference from here also. Okay, so all the elements, images are also available here, but yeah, it's somewhat of hard work, so I've already provided the images. If you want to use my design, you can use from here. You have the images here. Okay, we have the complete images here, right? So the complete source code is here. I'll again share this link in the live chat, so from there you can get this. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I hope you understood this video, this very short video on creating a Parallax website using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So from the next video, we're gonna build something else, most probably in React.js, or we're gonna build some good projects later on. So I hope you understood this video. I will see you in the next one. Till then, see you, have a good day. Bye bye.